No. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why does everything taste like cough syrup to you?
It's the cherry. It's literally just cherry.
Cherry tastes like cough syrup to you. That makes sense. Well. No, fuck. I can't just... Okay, does Gimp get captured? Gimp gets captured. Why is that more concerning? Damn it. Okay, that's annoying, but that's fine, because I can always do the backup. Unfortunately, the game capture just isn't working, so we'll have to make a manual window capture specifically for Final Fantasy XIV, which bugs me entirely. It does greatly sadden me. But it's fine. It's fine. It'll work. It'll work. Okay. Well. It will work. Last we left off in Final Fantasy XIV. Well, you know what? Let me make sure that my tablet is working while we check the notes. I'm gonna have to add that window to my notes. There we go. Oh fuck, I think I just slid to my... there you go. Okay. So, last we left off, we did a cowboy interlude. Right up. Is my tablet working? Hello. Yes. Okay. I don't have to hold down my thing. We did a quick cowboy interlude. We met Zekawa. We took down Quixote. We saw the bar, the famous bar, which a horse once ran into in Shaktoral. And now we have to figure out what's going on next. I mean, you know, unfortunately, Estinian is no longer here. He was just here for a second so that he could show up and then fuck off again. Let's carry on with the MSQ. Now that we have the bracelet, let us return to Shoshenaweze Springs. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I found my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. Alright. Once. 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 Bryce. Once. Why must you be ominous at me, Mr. Horse? Nothing good. Honestly, it's hard for a horse to not be ominous when you think about it. Like, what do you see horses doing in a field when you look at them? They're always just kind of standing there. maybe they'll look at you. That's the worst part, is when they look at you, though. Otherwise, they just look like they're trying not to catch attention. I'm just saying, the problem is that every horse is suspicious because every horse just kind of looks like it's trying to act natural. I don't believe that they're ever relaxed. I think those horses are plotting something. Does this make sense to anybody else? Alex, would you say that horses always look like they're plotting something? That was a slow blink.
Horses always look like they're simultaneously the most stupid thing in existence and the most intelligent thing in the room.
I'll take it. Horses do greatly concern me. I can't tell you why, but I can say I do not trust them.
They're not trustworthy.
They are not trustworthy. Namika, please save me from this bit that I didn't know how to actually pull through. My bracelet. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It is a part of me I could never hope to replace. Truly, Wuklamad is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it that way. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances. You are literally her childhood friend! Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandit's leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. I mean, I also immediately met him and knew that he was up to some horse shit. And I only met him, in-game, maybe 8 hours ago. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. Hello. I like your coats. I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Quikana and Liween. Quikana and Liween, welcome to the party. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekawa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it is to see that bastard Wiawate put behind bars. We never give up hope that Zekawa would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. Yeah, everyone sounds basically the same, fuck it. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now and lacking in strength besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Even so, if anyone should give the Dustwatch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day, so no one will ever get the better of us again. Isn't that right? Yeah! Right. And you'll teach us how you draw your pistols so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to duel if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we best make sure everyone can match him or beat my speed. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that, you have my word. Until we meet again. Oh shit! Hey, Argon. Cool. Sorry, but hi. I never know how to react when somebody gives subs, but I appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't get... Hang on, wait. Hang on, wait. Whoa! I've shit myself.
Tony
I hope this is what you wanted.
has witnessed this.
Is Tony upset?
You went, whoa, and he immediately looked over like, what? And he was in dead sleep before that, so I assume so.
Tony, you are my thank you. Hang on, I am picking you up. Please do not resist.
He goes sleepy mode to try and convince you not to. You're like, I will pick you up.
This is my thank you. 1, 2, 3. Say thank you, Tony. He is purring. I need you to know that he is purring. Plus, I like you to section the plot, Lamau. Don't worry, I will get worse at it later.
Tony is going to piss you off on purpose now.
Tony, I'm sorry. To be fair, I did step in your puke this morning, so I actually am not sorry.
But you fed him on time.
I did feed him on time!
To him, on time is 7 a.m.
If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. As I'll be here while yet, though, do let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended. Didn't I tell you? You mentioned no such thing. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake? The tunnel was closed as well. An earthquake? It must have happened when we were still down south. There's been quite a few tremors of late, and a rather large one struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. Are we gonna get into the plot of tremors? Because if the next trial boss is a giant fucking worm, I'm in. Wait, was there something very suspicious about that? At any rate, if you want to know when service will resume, you could speak with the station master yourself. Let's do that. The station is just over there. Goodbye, Namika. I appreciate you. Maybe fucking on with the Daybreakers was enough to get train service back up and running. Or maybe we really will be coming back here later. I don't know. Sir? I would like to be on a train, please. It seems people aren't too happy about the train delays. It's an important form of transit.
I'm so sorry, but
oh, fuck.
I'm not sure when the train will be running again.
This is actually an important enough fucking cutscene for us to get voice acting? The train?
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
Hello, sir. One fixed train, please.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
Anvil has the air of somebody who's worked in the service industry.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
I do very much believe that you can tell if someone has worked in the service industry based off of how they interact with someone when there's a problem.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliolal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Wow, that's the most suspicious way that you could possibly describe it.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
Oh, they're short-staffed.
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
I can move.
If you were willing to lend us a hand, too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
I can lift rocks. I'm not a tank class, though. I'm a red mage. They have to be rocks at level 80 or lower.
Much. I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Hi,
If you would
Shenza.
please step inside. I can introduce you to everyone.
Sorry for dragging you into this.
What
There
the
they
fuck?
are.
There, yeah, we were
That's them. The 2 volunteers.
right behind you.
Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe.
Okay, Walika and Nitowikwe.
And this grizzled mug is Zapia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Implying that you are also an engineer?
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
Damn, dude, look at the luck on him.
Something the matter?
I was about to make a joke about remembering fixing the trains in the first, but... would you happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
Sorry. Top driver. Okay.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber.
In a desert?
We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain. It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first. Come on, no time to waste.
I really do need to remember that they've changed the proper nouns for all the races in this expansion, which is something that I assume they specifically designed to inhibit me. Actually, I think this is not the scene I was thinking of. If it was, that'd be incredibly funny for you to just be like, ah, yes, the scene where they introduce the train people. It stands out. We get to meet Shenza, and I don't know if he said his name out loud. I hope to God he didn't. Aaronville, what's up? As they largely live in accordance with older traditions, I suggest they may have a dim view of the railroads. I did see that you were like, ah, yes, I remember the cutscene, and I kind of expected just randomly for someone to get like shot or something. I was excited. Come, let's follow Walika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to stop in. The train will be in the depot, but you can still see it from outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself, though if you peek through the windows, you can probably catch a glimpse of... Enough jabbering, Shenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do, so let's get to it. I think there was a passion about that a while back, made things worse for Shriveling Fire specifically. That does track. Yeah, I remember seeing that. That was right about when Shadowbringers dropped. We'll see you later. Which is weird because I wasn't even playing when Shadowbringers came out. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's on the way after all. Come on, Anvil. You gathered plants from every single known continent in Eorzea, and you're going to tell me that you don't want to look at the trains? Because I won't believe you. Controversial choice on Yoshi P's part to specifically inhibit me? That's funny, I would have thought it got universal acclaim. I am a villain. Look at me. Does my face not speak pure evil to you? Is that... What? Wait. There's a settlement over there? Oh, that must be where the Hetsaro are. I'm sure we're going over there in just a second. Yeah, nice train. I'd suplex that. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods through the wilds now. Right. Mawatsoan should be to the northeast of here. Let's continue on. I'm glad I didn't go with my first instinct to immediately run towards the shiny thing, then run back here, then immediately have to run back to the shiny thing. Something which would have been very funny, but... There's the Aether Current. Oopsie daisy. Damn, that's a big scorpion. Oh no, they have giant scorpions. This doesn't feel right. I thought we were supposed to be in an area representing like the Old West North America style, but with scorpions that big. Australia? Great claws. You can't fool me. That's a Fallout. Oh no, Fallout. So it would be North America. That makes sense. Never mind. I forgot. There were two options. It was either Nuclear Wasteland or Australia, and I forgot about the Nuclear Wasteland part. That's on me. Anvil. Such beauty. I know more than a few gleaners who would love to explore this land. Ah, there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of Mawatsoan, but I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. Well, this is going to be interesting. Ah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum of the Sheshweni Springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Why did I make you slightly British? What's up? Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I am Huato, chief of Mawatsoan, and this is my son, Shepeto. A pleasure to meet you. I thank you for your warm welcome and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I'm Walika, station master of Shaktural Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. This is Decca and Aaronville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. Yo. That would have been a very funny... How does the lookover work if I'm playing as a, not halfling. La 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 lo la 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 Lalifell. You've a most curious air about you. Of oil and steel, tan leather, and the faintest hint of tender grass of lands unknown. I gather you are not from these lands? When is the last time I showered? I hail from Eorzea. Actually, that makes me wonder, because I know that RP is a big thing in Final Fantasy XIV. I wonder how many people RP'd as being from Tural before Dawntrail came out. I figure that, like, it's a difficult thing to RP considering that it is, you know, it was unexplored or literally unexplored in the game, like literally unincluded territory, but now I wonder. Truly, I would love to know more of you and the lands you have seen. I am curious that I am told your people hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetsuo, in particular, have done much to guide our way of life. I thought that you were a nomadic people from what I remember of Kawana's backstory, but maybe that's a different tribe? Way to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads. The Hetso teach us all these things and more. It is for that reason, I believe, that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. That word, Hetso. It means leaders of souls. Leader of souls in the Hetsaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaro. Here, we look to the Ranrik for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean that we reject all outside influences. Damn, I'm really glad that they're giving me the full fucking lore dump on who they are as a culture and people as soon as I walk up and ask for a tree. That said, there are certain things that give us pause, like cutting down trees, or the railroad. We will furnish you with the timber you require. But first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Oh, shit. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you follow me. Look at the little ear twitch. That's cute. Does my tail emote when I emote? Fuck, I didn't think about that. Cultural lore dumps are probably like 80% of what Dawntrail is. I reject that point. While I do think that there are a lot of what are essentially... Ooh, green! While I do think there are a lot of what can boil down to cultural lore dumps in Dawntrail, I think they did a pretty good job of masking / contextualizing them inside of the Rites of Ascension in such a way that they didn't feel quite as lore dumpy. It's not wrong to say that there's a lot of lore dumps, but I'm gonna argue with it only because I want to. Because I quite liked all the lore dumping. Anyway, what's up? You want to hear about the time I saved the planet multiverse? I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Rannik have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, the temperament has been erratic of late. A stableman near Husatawi mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum, Shaloni has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Rannik are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this we can't help but worry. Understandably. I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hitsaru, but all of Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Valkoana. Valkoana, you say? We know him only through rumors, but he is apparently, how shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof? He values technological advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. I mean, hey, y'all don't know. He went through a whole character arc. Give him his credit. Mind your tongue, Geppetto. Well, there is a grain of truth to the rumors. He is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. Anymore. He is a passionate man who cares for his people, like his sister. Is that so? That is certainly a side of him we weren't aware of. I'm totally gonna tell Kawana about this, but I can never tell Wuklamad about this conversation. I was gonna say she would be mad at me for giving up an opportunity to talk shit about her brother. But, well, actually, that's a side of the sibling rivalry which we haven't seen, and that I demand to see more of. Kawana and Wuklamad must talk shit to each other, otherwise I will not accept them as true siblings. Dekka fought beside Valkoana in the right of succession. I take his word over rumors. You took part in the right of succession? Sorry. You're that close to the Dawn Servants. I was grateful for any help, but had no idea I had recruited a bona fide hero. Oh, please. This is like the 4th easiest thing that I've done. The succession of Dawn Servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valkoana for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please, take all that you require. To be clear, I wasn't saying they did badly, it's just that much of the story is, hey, here's another culture to introduce and discuss. It's especially noticeable at some points. Well, I'm only halfway through Dawntrail. I also was not part of, like, the pre-marketing hype. I know that other people in, like, I think it was Abmaz. It was either Abmaz or Bryce who brought up, the point of the marketing being like, ooh, the Scions are being set against each other, and then that's just, like, not a part of this, expansion. So, coming in with no expectations besides knowing it was a reset for the story, only being halfway through Dawntrail, I am still of the opinion that this is basically the platonic ideal of A Realm Reborn. And I mean that in every way that you can take it. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronnery foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad. And if need be, we'll seek Valkoana's counsel. My thanks again for your time in the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. Not even halfway through the story, that was dropped like a bad penny. The My Bits for Science were competing was a complete surprise to me. Okay. Okay, I feel slightly less caught off guard by that. And they was just like, okay, the FanFest stuff, I'm willing to forgive the complexity of, you know, being in a giant crowd of fans and trying to come up with interesting stuff. We've more than enough timber to fix the ties, and now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much, Mind waiting here for a spell while I round up a few more hands into Ronrik? It won't be long. Also, I forgot to mention this when we entered the zone. So I'm going to talk about it now. One of the most horribly fascinating things to me in nature are the lines where biomes change. Where something goes from desert to or from prairie to forest. I grew up in Illinois, which is the prairie state. It's got a lot of prairies. But the particular area that I grew up in was a forested area. So that transition where the trees just start to thin out, or where the sands just start to turn to dirt, the edge of desert, for some reason, always confuse/fascinate me, like that gradual transition from desert into forest. So I'm quite happy that this area has that transition. I quite like having this little forested segment, relatively small as it might be, and that sort of transitionary stage around it, separating it from the desert. I think that's cool. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems like we won't need to make several chips for the timber. Give me a new sword. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. Where is my bada bing, bada boom? I need to clean up my fucking inventory so bad. It's about to fill up. Remember when my inventory was sorted? Wasn't that nice? Alright, what's the sword look like? No. I was hoping for something that would more better fit like the outfit that I've got on, which felt very appropriate for, you know, the journey around Tural. I normally don't go for these like open, like sort of flowy outfits for Deca, but it felt very fitting for the Rite of Succession. This is just a magic metal sword. Wait a second, is this the... No, this is not the... Nice. This is not the, Elegant Tombstone sword. Alright. Well, alas. While we wait, we could get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. Ah, yes, this would... What?! Certain duties require the transporting of items to a designated location. You must be wary of attacks as they will sap your strength. You will lose the transporting status when the effect duration expires or you change areas. God damn it, Final Fantasy XIV. You really made a whole new mechanic around moving boxes. I'm proud of you. I know how hard it was for you, but you found a way. Damn, Deca is ripped. We should have gotten a little crate and put it on Othello. He could help. Well, he's here for moral support. They have some giant... I like the Xenoblade Chronicles 3. They have some giant maps that fit in a ton of biomes. That's nice. Oh, have you stopped by a vendor to look at the gear here? Yeah. Is it just... metallic stuff? I assumed it would be cowboy-like stuff. This mechanic has existed since your realm were born. Damn it! Was it in the MSQ? Do I have no excuses? I think this will be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. Is an explosion gonna happen right as we have this giant fucking buffalo thing next to us? Why does it have slitted pupils? Or... no, yeah, pupils. We'll see to the rest. Once we repair the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't any spots available. You'll have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid. But you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Namika and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. In Nita Wick we will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own, Shenza. And we've still more to do. Damn, you look haggard. I should make Dekka look more tired. It fits him as the Warrior of Light. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shaloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it. In the lead up to Endwalker, I started pondering the possibility of a Scion getting tempered and us having to deal with that. But I think CBU3 just doesn't want to fuck with the Scions too much. I mean, was the last time a Scion died the patches of Heavensward? Like the last patch of Heavensward? I think the last time a Scion died was the last patch of Heavensward. Yeah. I mean, they were very aggressive about it in A Realm Reborn. They were very aggressive about it in A Realm Reborn. You could... I kind of want to count Shadowbringers a little bit for the scenes with, I'm sorry I don't remember her name. You know, the leader of the Scions before she became God. But that's kind of cheating. Back at the... Oh yeah, Minfilia, I guess, technically a more recent Scion death. I mean, it kind of depends how you count it. It's a real stretch to count Minfilia. I definitely thought Thancred was going to die in Shadowbringers, but I also I think it was better narratively that it didn't happen to him. The big problem that I have with the Scions right now as characters, and they've like barely been a part of Dawntrail, including Alphino and Alize. The big problem I have with them right now is I don't know where they go as characters. They haven't really had any character development at all in Dawntrail. So, I mean, we've had a lot of Erenville development. We've had Wuklamon and Kuana being introduced and developed, which is greatly appreciated and needed. But, like, no one else has really been a real part of this story. They've just kind of been faces in the background. Even though they were there the entire time. Arguably, well, I'm fingers crossed for some better, the Lalafell, who I love the voice of. Jesus Christ. God bless my brain. Kyle, thank you. I'm fingers crossed for some better Kyle development, but we'll see whether or not that happens. Well, you have seen. I will see. How do you feel of the sights? Well, they appear to have almost finished. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. What the fuck could happen? It's a train going. Why am I nervous?
A glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Also, to be fair, it is cheating. But you could argue Thancred and Realm Reborn was the whole tempering thing. It is definitely cheating. It is not tempering at all. And it happened before he had any actual character development. I'm assuming he wasn't in 1.0, but 1.0 doesn't count at this point. But there's an argument to be had.
Here she comes!
She'll be coming down the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming down the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming down the mountain. She'll be coming down the mountain. She'll be coming down the mountain when she comes. Everything gets fixed and wrapped up in a neat little bow an awful lot. I don't know about that.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tural. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yassolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream.
Okay, hilarious turn of phrase considering that you're literally like 50 miles from the coast, max, in either direction in this one specific location. But I understand. I mean, the coast, like, we can see the bridge behind you is the southern coast, but I guess maybe I'm Americanized that I hear coast to coast and immediately think east-west instead of north-south. As if they'll add railroads to prior maps. Hey, come on. It doesn't even need to go through prior maps to go through
Goodness, I
Dawntrail.
completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yassolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one?
You can't be serious.
I don't think that's how earthquakes work. Is there a Terminator in front of me? Count the number of people in front of me. Is there anyone new?
Gods have mercy.
Whoa. Is it a time distortion zone from Pokemon Arceus?
Flying. What's happening?
Oh, the train. Nitobekwe and the others.
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
The fuck you are? We can. Nah, fuck. I understand it's a dramatic scene, but I still want to see them pumping away in the distance on a hand pump trolley. What the fuck? Final destination? Oh, what? What the fuck? What? The actual fuck? Okay, I get it. Golden City had the same stone.
World? Are they heading for Tuliyollal?
What the fuck? If this is involved with the Golden City, okay, it has to be something separate. It can be related, but it has to be a second thing because the gate to the Golden City was in the south.
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Anyway, so how's Deca Vacation doing? It could be worse.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
Kyle, what the fuck? Uh-oh.
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
Lobits? I was about to shout out, oh shit, they have guns, but to be fair, we also have guns.
Someone help me, please! Oh. Oh.
My brain is telling me I'm supposed to remember who Pesha was. One, two. Just two, not six? Okay, so it's not ether.
What did it just do?
Thank you.
Save the fakes. Just get to safety.
Oh, he's trying to be nice. See, Bakul Jaja? This is what would have happened if we didn't stop you from releasing the fire-breathing dragon.
I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace. Quickly, before it's overrun.
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to take my blade next?
Damn, he's cool. Can't say massive army of robots and a fucking airship was on my bingo card for predictions. I mean, this has to be. Who the fuck? I mean, obviously this is Rolsha's doing, but who the fuck, why the fuck, and how the fuck is this all happening? Okay, he got his war, I guess. Oh no. Oh no. Well, Clement, I got bad news. It's time for the second act low point. Oh, cool. His brain is controlled.
That you should still live.
I assume from the transmitter on the side of his head.
Zoralcha?
By the gods, what has happened to you?
Was the Xenoblade Chronicles comparison / reference
Butchery, isn't it?
coincidence, or was it specifically to do with this aesthetic? I don't know. I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles.
Everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
You're alive?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuliyollal and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
No. My ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve? This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
But we need
You
that.
have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Well, everyone say bye, Ghoul Jaja. It was nice having you in the plot.
Wait! I should be the one to do this.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Zoralcha is strong. He has never been Father's equal in combat.
Yeah, he also didn't have laser swords. Did he? I would very much like to know if he had laser swords.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Pardon?
Farewell, Zoralcha, my son. And forgive me.
I mean, obviously not, but Y'all, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think he has infinite Phoenix Downs.
What?
How?
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed.
Are we still talking to Zuralja?
You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
Well. I sure you play Metroid Dread.
Papa?
No.
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
You are no match for me.
On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title.
Kawana, shoot this
Very
man.
well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom.
No.
Strike me down, like I did father. Then will you be his worthy successor?
Zralcha, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
Well, he's not Xenos. Is his hand moving? Makes no sense to let him go, though. I think Alize was maybe correctly assessing the fact that we were not about to win that fight. Also, you're live? Are you real? No, he's not real. How could this happen? Father, no, this cannot be. Also, before I forget, quiet shout out. That simple papa was probably the best voice acting in this entire expansion so far. And I will hear no Wuk-Lamat slander until she fucks up or anything. But that was good. Papa can't die. He can't. Hang on. I have a new shirt to put on. And I'll be right with you. No. 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 Why would you... You have the option to make any chest armor that you want the level 669. This is the level 669. Okay. They decide to have the BDSM gear be the item level 669 gear. I almost want to respect it, but surely you knew. Why? Did the first playtester, because surely they had a playtester playthrough on Red Mage, but did the first playtester they had playthrough on Red Mage not immediately go, no, you can't give me the BD... Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I don't want to find out what the pants are now. How? How could this happen? Okay, so what the fuck just happened? Well, his flesh was moving, so last words?
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
Was that mocapped? Whatever.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Wuk-Lamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
Okay, it's a small thing. I really like Kawana calmly kneeling down and putting his hand to him and Wuk-Lamat collapsing. That's good. That's good character work.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save your strength.
our flesh may wither and die. But so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
I mean, it should be pretty easy with all the burning buildings outside. Well, Clement, I'm sorry. Too soon? Can it be too soon if he hasn't died yet? And he's died. Okay. Well. See, now it would be too soon. Before it was just too early. And that's good voice acting. Damn it. I don't know what the intention is yet, but I really like Ketsunoram sitting away too. That's good. That's good blocking. Not blocking, but it's interesting as a choice. Be really fucking funny if they just accidentally turned his model out 180 degrees in the cutscene and we're like, wait, keep it. Seriously though, are we gonna talk about being attacked by Tron? Question, when did Tron Ares come out? This moment was done excellent. Yeah, this scene was very good. Right. So, Valwicklamat, Valquana, I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the land's guard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all that we can. I thank you for the report. Please inform the guard they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. The people. I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you. Thank you. They are sure to be wounded everywhere. More than I could count. We'll split up and help all of them. You can count on us. Well, it's not the first time these children have been in a war zone. So, you know, they got that going for them. Alfino and Alize, could you take Bayside Bevy? And Kryl and Airville, the palace perimeter. As for Decca, please come to the Resplendent Quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Okay. I don't want to start actually talking about it until the scene ends. But I'm still mildly in shock. I think mildly might be putting it lightly. Wait, can I see other players running around? Because it'd be really fucking funny if I'm able to just run and see other players right now. Oh, hey, the freshly back player badge is gone. Neat. I must have been back for a month or something now. Oh, cool, they're still in the sky. That's nice. Curious, do you have any dialogue? Kyle? You should... I have so many questions. No, that's not true. I have one question. My thanks, I'll be fine now. But we failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were Val Wuklamat and Val Kuana? What? They're not to blame. I understand I do, but I need to clear my head. That's good. I was about to start yelling at him. Thank you, sir. But my husband and my son, they were... Oh, you're here. Fuck. Hey, what's up, buddy? You having a good time? Why has it gotten so quiet out there? I'm not sure I want to find out. No, what I think I need right now is a warm, soothing bath. What? They gave you a specific line for this and... I'm ignoring that. I am simply... I do not see her. Thanks, I'm alright. Did you see them? Those soldiers. They looked like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. If they attacked us again, how can we hope to defend ourselves? How are you, Wuklamat? You good? She's focused right now. It does undercut the gravitas and path of the section where you see someone cheerily crafting on the dead and dying of the city. Okay, that I can understand a little bit better. Or that I can forgive a little bit more as being like a product of being an MMO. But that was specifically a line they gave her in response to this scene happening right now. And that's bad. That's a goof. Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader. They say he looked like Zuralja. But that can't be true, can it? Why would the first promise attack his own people? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Thank you. The pain is better now, but I can't stop shaking. Where did they come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under Galul Jaja. We were safe, but now... Hi, honey.
I don't know what that means.
It means nothing.
Are you sure it doesn't mean that you spin around in circles?
Is that what you want me to do?
I don't know. What does it mean?
I need you to stand up.
Why am I standing up?
I need you to help me.
Oh, alright.
The tragedy that has befallen this nation will live on as known for thousands of generations. We shall all remember the day that Zuraja and the Golden City attacked. But we can fight back. As a people, we can unite. As a nation, we can still stand.
Is this something you memorized?
And as a people, we shall spin to win! Thank you. You can stop now.
I opened the stream and it goes, you can redeem spinning makes you go faster for 50,000 at your introduction. And I was like, oh.
The ideal chatter. No former chat messages. 50,000 point redeem. I'm dizzy.
I finished my drink, so me too. That was like, that had to have been like, the entire thing was alcohol.
How many ounces did you put in?
I didn't.
You didn't measure?
No. I just,
What were the ingredients?
the pisco, and then the.
Did you put it up to the top line?
Put it to here.
No. When you did you use a measuring cup?
No. I did pisco, and then I added Saint Germain, and then I added
You are
orange liqueur.
you are banned from making your own drinks in the future without supervision.
Well then,
I understand.
maybe
Listen,
you should make me one first.
I should apparently. Listen, you're very drunk right now, so I will have to tell you this again when you are sober. You can freestyle cooking. You do freestyle cooking. You can freestyle clothing to a certain extent. You make up what you do as you're going along with that to a certain extent.
Yeah.
You cannot freestyle hard alcohol and not know how much of it you're putting in.
Well, not with that attitude.
I'm gonna get my partner to drink a glass of water. I'll be right back.
I have water right here. It's okay.
Okay. You're gonna be fine. It wasn't...
No, it's fine.
Jesus, wait, Jesus. If you were to guess 20% Pisco, 20% whatever, like how much did you actually... What percentage was the Pisco and the Saint Germain? You are the equivalent of like 3 shots of alcohol.
Oh, I'm aware.
At minimum.
Yeah. I'm good.
Which, yeah, you're not going to be in trouble, but
No, I'm fine.
you are going to be in trouble.
No, it's okay.
Hi, Tony. Are you mad at me? For picking you up so rudely? Thank you for clipping that, Ugon. I appreciate you. Ugon? I assume Ugon.
Guys, I'm fine. I used to...
They are going to be fine. I'm just being mean to them because you can't make drinks without knowing how much you're putting in.
Totally can.
You shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't. But you can.
I
My
assumed
drink of choice used to be Long Island's. I'm good.
Long Island's are still measurable. I don't think I've ever measured a drink I've ever made.
See what I mean? I also usually just free pour some liqueur into tea or something.
A mixed drink, a cocktail. You shouldn't free pour cocktails. Right.
Okay, I could not count the number of drinks I've made on one hand.
Alright. We had peace under Gulul Jaja. We were safe. But now... Okay, I feel like this is kind of a mean way to take it, considering Gulul Jaja was very much still here. We were literally in the dungeon. Like, I understand why the people are mad / want someone to point fingers at, but like, come on. Did Gulul Jaja ever get attacked by the cyber people? You're finished aiding the people here? Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children. Wounded? No, now isn't the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are at Talon March. And afterwards, go and find Alize at Bayside Bevy. Free pouring cocktails is fine. It is not, but okay. Free pouring without even trying to remember how much you're putting in, now that's where you get in trouble. I'm giving you 50% credit. Considering that I'm kind of forced to grade on a curve and the only other student definitely got an F, congratulations on your A. Will, when were Sentry ever logical or reasonable with their feelings towards government? Anybody who agrees with me. Beyond that, who's to say?
Wait. If I'm only having one drink, it shouldn't matter if I'm free pouring.
You're rage baiting me, aren't you? They're rage baiting me.
I'm not. I'm just. It's not like I was doing it with like fucking whiskey and vodka.
There's no evidence. Pisco is as hard as whiskey and vodka.
But I only did one.
Saint Germain is like half as hard. There is no evidence of significant damage from the battle. The fighting did not spread this far, it seems. I'm not gonna yell at you anymore since it's genuinely not that big a deal. But it is incredibly funny considering how much you used to brag about being in the Navy.
Well, because it didn't fucking matter.
The fresh scorch marks in the ground are doubtless from the enemy assault. Oh, yeah, fuck. How did I not even notice those? Oh. Oh, no, those are pottery fragments. Jesus. I thought those were corpses. Oh. Shop appears to have weathered the chaos, though its wares have been strewn across the floor. It is incredibly funny that I am very much not in an instance right now. Wait, I want to break this instance. Oh, no, damn. I mean, fair enough, they changed the dialogue on the NPCs that are next to where I need to go, but I'm still kind of impressed. Saying you were in the Navy is just a more impressive way of saying you have at least teased alcoholism. Boo, joke.
It's not a joke.
Boo. I mean, oh. I was about to say I feel weird about not seeing any corpses. Oh.
Somebody clip that. It's funny out of context.
Thank you, honey. I've helped all I could find and seen them delivered into the Lance Guard's care. As many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the Lance Guard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Zoralja actually meant to harm the people. I mean, look around. The buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to incite fear, to show he could strike whenever he pleases. But we can discuss that later. How is Lamati? Even after what happened to her father, she's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to the people. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs rest, and soon. Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps she's gone to the Garnet Truck Gleam Sands. Now every time you see a level 95 in the city, you're gonna wonder if they're in this bit. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Also, yes, they are braiding. I helped tear the fabric that they're braiding into rope.
Yes. doing it by
Steady
being
now.
too nice.
They're watching a playthrough of No, I'm Not a Human.
I
Alright.
brought you medicine. Drink.
Do we know this person?
No, but we like their earrings.
There you are, Lamachi. I was beginning to...
Oh.
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamachi. Lamachi!
How? How could I?
Oh, I thought that was the nursemaid. I don't know which one this is. Help.
Look at me, Lamachi. You need rest. You and him both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people, I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
I mean, all the cutscenes where Wuklamon are talking in this attack have been fucking bangers.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
What a harsh line. We'll handle this together.
You'll stick with me. Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do, rather than what I can't. We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believed that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. But my brother is different. There will be no reasoning with him. He killed our people, our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zorolja and kill him.
I mean, I've been making fun of it, and the giant spaceships are weird, but this is good. This is good. Let's kill him. Fuck it. I'm fine. Just needed a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me and for urging me on despite all my sulking. Sitting around complaining isn't very leader-like, is it? So much has happened so quickly. I struggle to make sense of it all. The strange soldiers, those floating ships, the new powers Zoralja commands. Given everything is done and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle. Not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray. But I will make it my strength. The strength to do what I must. Waiting, motherfucker. Right. I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Koana. Could you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware of it. Oh, and could you tell Alize I'll be alright? She's probably at Bayside Bevy. That's cute. That's good. Wuklamana's overwhelmed and doesn't even know about the big thunder. Fuck! We didn't even tell them about the Thunderdome! Oh, fuck. Oh, that... Like, when do you bring that up? You know? Like, when do you mention that? Oh, fuck. Oh, gee. Oh, that's gonna be awkward later. I wonder if you can see that from the palace. I should check when we go back up there. Oh, you're back. By that, I take it to mean Lama Chi is feeling better? She needs to be strong for the people of Tural. I understand that. But she doesn't have to do it alone. If she intends to fight, then we fight. Together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. Please don't be Mad Max Pants. I'm gonna be so annoyed if these are Mad Max Pants. Is the skirt part of the top, or is it separate? It's separate. We do not need to acknowledge the Mad Max pants. It's clearly not a person, but it doesn't look like any automaton or magitech weapon I've ever seen. As far and wide as you've traveled, though, perhaps you've encountered something similar before. Would you mind taking a closer look? It may yield some clues as to Zoralja's new powers. Seriously, what is this? In place of where eyes and mouth might be, you see a strange sigil on the front of the helm. From a distance, it appeared to be simple armor, but upon closer inspection, its construction is quite intimate. The material from which it's made is unclear, and you see no signs of a power source. The general shape of this weapon resembles a gun, but its construction suggests it's far more advanced than anything you've seen before. I'm not 100% confident. But I am mildly concerned that when I was toying with my cat before, he may have very subtly puked on my desk without me noticing. That can't be the case. It's too watery. I'll be right back. It's fine. It's fine. It was not anything to do with the cat. I spilled my drink earlier, very slightly, just a small amount. And since it was a sour with a bit of egg white in it, it was very frothy. So I looked down and saw like froth on my desk and was incredibly concerned all of a sudden. But no, it was just my drink. So cleaned it up. Everything's fine. I just saw it. That's a lie. I felt it, looked down, and my brain went, I don't remember spitting on my desk. That can't be good. But nope, it's fine. Right. The general shape of a weapon resembles a gun, but its construction suggests it's far more advanced than anything you've seen before. I would have been really annoyed because it was very slightly on the cover of my notebook. But no, it's just a drink. So, what do you think? Well, it looks like a person, but it's clearly mechanical. Indeed. While it resembles a person, it has features that make it uncanny. The lack of a face, not least of all. Did you see any signs of a power source? Well, there was one. Wouldn't it be in the chest where we can't see it? So it probably doesn't run on ceruleum or any other conventional fuels. I tried channeling ether into it earlier, but there was no response. That would seem to rule it out as an arcane entity. It's completely lifeless right now. A far cry from the unstoppable enemy it was in battle. Even the material it's made of is a mystery. Rather than a metal, it's more akin to stone. Wait, haven't we seen this somewhere recently? The palace is made of stone? Why would you give me such a jokey response? That's right. The glowing stone used in the chamber with the gate to the Golden City. And while the soldiers are of a different color, the warships are the same black as the stone of the gate itself. There has to be a connection. Let's share our observations with the others while we gather at Sunperch. Well, I appreciate having the scene where we recognize it. The sooner we get to the bottom of this mystery, the better. Seriously, though, what the fuck? I have notes. Like, it's hard to say that we haven't had sci-fi elements in this game before. Oh wait, we see the Thunderdome? No. Is there a wall the entire way around? No, there's not. Hang on, we have to check to see if we can see the Thunderdome, just out of curiosity. Like, there have definitely been sci-fi elements in Final Fantasy XIV before. Of course there have been. We went to space to fight a bird. Let me be actually more specific. Oh yeah, no, the angle that we're at, there's no way we'd be able to see out into the desert. But, like, we've had sci-fi elements in Final Fantasy XIV before. None of this is technically outside of the realm of possibility that was set up in the game. But there's a certain aspect in game development where you get so used to a mechanic or a plot point or an enemy or design or whatever that, you know, it's like in stand-up comedy or in music. When you hear the same thing over and over and over, when you tell the same joke, when you listen to the same song, you become kind of unable to deal with it in the same way that a person new to the subject would be. And I wonder how early in production the decision to have the stories like this was. like, technically this was set up with Zoralja doing something by the city, and his motivation being the admittedly very frustrating and kind of stupid, I'm just gonna do a war so terrible that everybody wants peace forever, which is just not how that fucking works at all. Like, huh? But Yoshibi has said they plot out over a decade's worth of future plot at this point. Fascinating. Looks like everyone is here already.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
I should remember to note down that Kedoram is alive.
And thank you for taking charge in the relief effort. We would have fared far worse without you.
Someone had to do it, that's all. Come, let's take stock.
In terms of casualties, at least 50 died in the attack. And many times that number are wounded. All available healers are seen to their care.
I've spoken before on the streams how you accept that the world is bigger than it is. You accept there's more people in the city than you actually see because it's an MMO. There's only so much they can do. Saying 50 died? Like, don't get me wrong, 50 is a lot. But, like...
Structural damage at least is limited, so essential business can be conducted without issue. That said, the people are understandably shaken. We must assuage their fears, and begin working to restore things to normal as quickly as possible.
Now, the most confounding mystery remains our enemy.
Yeah, just from like the two armies fighting each other and the Lance Guard being very much outmatched. If we assume that she doesn't count that, and that's just civilian casualties.
And their mechanical soldiers created with technology that surpasses anything I've ever seen. What is their nature? And how did Zoralja manage to bring them under his command? Such things remain unknown.
I'm just ignoring that. It's whatever.
They emerged from the dome encasing Yasolani. We're quite certain of that much.
Oh, yeah, the dome. We should have mentioned the dome.
Speaking of the dome, we have some theories, I'm told.
Oh, they were told.
Indeed. I would like to call upon some helpers to join the discussion. May I invite them here?
How do you spell Yasolani? Got it. Okay.
By all means.
I had the same experience. Have you ever thrown out, like a cookie dough packet or whatever because you're confident that you know what temperature to set the oven to, and then you have to meekly open up the trash can and double check the temperature because you're not quite sure what it was? That's how I feel whenever I have to open up the chat in the middle of a cutscene. Is just like, oh fuck, what was the recipe again? 1 egg. Okay. Thank good, Uyanji.
Permission has been granted. You can come in.
I mean, I'm assuming it's Thankred and Uyanji, but...
Greetings, everyone.
I don't recognize that voice. Oh, shit! I should have. Oh, double shit. What the fuck are you doing here? What are Grahati and Stola doing here? When did you get here?
Raha!
I mean, they're about to explain, but what the fuck?
Was that a small child
After that
creature?
long voyage, I had hoped that we might be afforded a moment's rest. But I gather circumstances are quite dire.
Did you? Which one is the small child?
The one with the yellow hoodie.
Yes. I can't believe that I get to say this unironically. But he's not a child. He's actually thousands of years old.
That's cool. He still has the body of a child. So the body of the child has a cute hoodie, and I appreciate that.
He's very adorable. He is also... He is an adult. He's just a twink.
Do they get any bigger than that?
Usually, yes.
All is well in the annex, never fear.
What?
I've already dealt with the most...
Oh, you're talking about Kyle.
Others hold the fort in my absence.
I'm talking about the infant-looking motherfucker in the yellow hoodie.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were talking about this man.
No, he looks like a twink.
Kyle is a Lalafell. Thank you. Kyle is a Lalafell. She is an adult. She is... Yes, she is like middle-aged. She's just a part of basically halflings. Gnomes. They're Lalafell, but...
I appreciate that they put Lolly in their name.
Lala.
Sure. You know they did that on purpose.
No, they did not. Shut the fuck up, you're drunk.
Lolicon is a thing. What?
I'm not denying that Lolicon is a thing that exists. I'm saying that you are drunk. I'm saying that Lalafell has lexicologically nothing to do with that. And shut up, Kryl is amazing. We support Kryl in this household.
I just like I literally just complimented the yellow hoodie with the fake cat ears.
No, she is very cute.
She's fake cat ears.
She is. She's incredibly...
They are fake, though.
They are fake.
Okay, cool.
These are real cat people. That yellow hoodie, the cat ears are fake.
She just wants to fit in.
She's in like her mid-20s. She's a teacher. She was a teacher to Alfino.
Following the changing of Dawn servants, Guru Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his two successors.
Everybody has
Thanks to Wuklamart, I was allowed to attend that meeting.
Her weapon is a paintbrush. She's a pictomancer. She fights by painting magic.
That's so cute.
Are you going to be okay?
I might cry. I wish she wasn't 20. That makes me feel kind of uncomfortable.
Mid-20s.
That doesn't make it better. It just means that that's like as old as she. What does an old one look like?
It like this.
That. How,
If it helps,
do they die of 8? Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. I'm so sorry.
if it helps the actually, I have books which literally go over. I have books on our bookshelf which literally go over all of the different races, including the Lalafell, including how old they live. If it helps, the elves that are in this cutscene, not the cats, the elves are children.
What I heard led me to conclude that this was a matter for the students. Thus did I call upon our comrades who possess the requisite expertise. It was actually after that the dome manifested. But, based on what we know, I have reason to believe that it is connected to the Golden City.
And following Guru Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his two successors. Okay.
While we're eager to help, we have limited familiarity with the situation. Might we trouble you to explain from the beginning?
I don't know if a dirigible can fit inside the palace, but we'll try.
As you know, it was a letter I found tucked away in the Baldessian Annex that brought me to Toral.
What am I talking about? Okay, this started as, and then a bus passed, and then they explained the entire plot while the bus was passing. But this is an expansion where we literally have trains! Damn it!
A letter from the Dawn servant, addressed to my grandfather, sent some 20 years ago.
The request to investigate the City of Gold.
Indeed. The strange thing is, there was mention of neither Toral nor the city in our records. Hoping to learn the truth of my grandfather's mission, what he did and saw, I volunteered to help in the rite of succession.
I am mildly disappointed / annoyed that all of the Scions are in this story. I'm gonna go over that after this cutscene.
At the end of which, I was able to hear the tale from Galul Jar Jar.
Let me turn the audio up slightly during this cutscene,
Like
actually.
us, my grandfather went to the deepest chamber of the Sky Deep Cenote. And, like us, he saw the gate to the Golden City.
Is that what you required our help with? This gate?
It was. You see, the gate was opened once in the past. And
it led to another reflection.
I'm dumb! Damn it! Fuck!
Why does everybody look mad at you?
I can take the story from here. Considering my part in these affairs, I reckon maybe I'm best equipped to speak on the matter. I was there too, you see.
Fuck!
In those ruins, together with Galuf and Galul Jar Jar. And what I saw that day, I'll never forget.
Will, those floating shoes are starting to fall finally. God damn it! Oh! Oh, I should have seen that coming. That's the only thing that makes sense. I was just so willing to accept computers that I forgot about the other dimensions. I was mildly tainted by knowing that there's an AI in the post-game or whatever, but...
This black stone is remarkable.
Oh, shit! This is our first time we've seen
I
Galuf.
cannot help but wonder if the structures in this part of the ruins were built by a completely different civilization.
It was over 1,000 years ago that the giants mined here. Their records make no mention of glowing stones.
Also, I'm still mildly confused / thinking of Zul'Jah. You know what, never mind, I'll talk about it later. It doesn't matter.
It harbors high concentrations of ether, and on the surface are what appear to be arcane patterns. They aren't Allergan, or Mahi, or Nemean. If anything, they put me in mind of the calculations of the South Sea Islanders, but even then...
Enough time has passed that I can say that you actually said something extremely prophetic to the plot earlier. Hopefully I'm able to go back and clip it in this stream.
7 hells! What did you do?
Nothing.
An earthquake?
What did I say? If we told you that would be a
This
oh.
has ever happened before.
A void gate? Nay, this is different.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm immediately pulled straight fucking back in. Having this be a gate to a reflection makes so much sense, and I'm incredibly invested. doesn't... Okay, I'm ignoring the vague memories of either sickness that comes from being in a reflection that's not your own. Maybe my brain is confusing that with a Spider-Verse plot point. But... Okay, so Kryle's from a reflection. Fascinating.
Baby? Now, hold on. Why would you...
Now, what's this?
What is this? Who are you?
Though it never opened again, Galuf continued to study the gate for years after that, hoping to learn something of value.
Okay, so this is a real Ketanam.
Conclude was that it was built with unknown technology, and that it led to another world, one apart from the Void.
I'm glad you clarified that, because I was curious based off the context.
We'd assumed the ruins themselves were the Golden City, only to discover that the real prize actually lay beyond the gate, and beyond our reach. Couldn't make head nor tail of the artifact either. As it had similar properties to the black stone in the ruins, we were convinced it was important. So Galul Jaja took it to the palace for safekeeping.
The sickness was specifically because Gaha hadn't figured out summoning. That was what I was half remembering. Thank you.
Galuf, meanwhile, took the baby with him back to Charlian and raised her as his own.
Hey, Kryle, you want to do that shocked reaction face now?
Then the child was...
Why do you look happy?
The earring inside the letter to my grandfather. It was apparently found amongst my swaddling clothes.
Oh, this isn't the first time you've heard this. I'm sorry, you were part of the meeting. I forgot.
If this is true, then it means that you hail from another reflection.
So it would seem. I still struggle to take it all in myself. Looking back, Grandfather was always quick to seek distractions whenever I broached the subject. But never would I have guessed anything like this. But enough about me. We have more pressing matters.
The forces that assailed Tuliyola. You suspect they are somehow connected to the Golden City?
Thinking back on it, the soldiers looked like they could have been made from the same black stone.
And leading them was Zeralja. His involvement also lends weight to the theory.
Seriously though, Ketanam, aren't you
On the day
dead?
of the succession ceremony, a bandit took me unawares and knocked me out.
You know what? Sure, I'll believe it. Why not?
When I came to, I found my home turned upside down, with a few particular items missing. Namely the keystones I was entrusted with, from my role as Watcher of the Gate.
The bandits. You believe that it was...
You weren't there to watch the Mamul. Well, you were, but you were specifically to watch the gate. Yes. My brain tells me that I put that 2 and 2 together last stream, but it's good to remember. I'm guessing I
got
did.
a glimpse of him, but I was a blue-scaled Hubigo. I know of no other.
The artifact stored at the palace was also stolen. The thief struck during the ceremony, and the guard was spread thin.
So our assumption is Zoranja somehow opened that gate to another reflection, where he acquired advanced technology and his mechanical army.
But that doesn't explain why the other reflection would want
And
to
if he did, then
invade.
it's also likely that the dome is a product of this unknown reflection.
Hold on. We've been going on and on about the reflections. But what of my home? What's become of it?
We're gonna figure it out, buddy.
Indeed. Where it concerns other realities, I dare say the Scions are best suited to tackle the task.
You can say that again. We've been to the literal edge of existence. Some mysterious giant dome shouldn't scare us.
Which is my problem, but oh well.
As you know, our order has ostensibly disbanded. We'd thank you to be discreet about our unofficial reunion.
Worry not. We'll spare no effort to get to the bottom of this. And with our hero eager to help, you can be confident of the results.
I'm coming with you. If that's where my brother is, then that's where I must go. I can't say I understand everything you're discussing, but I know what I have to do. I have to put a stop to Zoranja and restore the people's happiness.
Suffice it to say, I share Lamachi's desire to join you. However, under these circumstances, it would be unwise for both vows to be absent from the city.
Yeah, no, that's actually fair.
As such, I shall remain in Tuliolal.
Please take some science with you. Please take some science with you.
Come
Please
what
take
may, I will protect our nation. So go forth, sister, and do what you must.
Actually, where are Uriel, Jay, and Thancred? Did they leave?
you.
Are they on their way back to Eorzea?
It may be prudent for us to likewise divide our forces. While one group ventures into the dome, the other keeps guard without.
Agreed. There's something I wish to investigate out here, so I will remain.
I as well. The enemy's warships still loom overhead, and I would see that we are prepared for the worst.
I wish to go to the dome.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As a student, I have an obligation to investigate this potential threat to the world. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not deathly curious about my origins. If there's aught to be learned, then I want to learn it.
In that case, please let me come too. I have to see what's become of my home. I may not be a fighter, but I know those lands like the back of my hand. I can guide you.
If you hadn't offered, I would have asked. We're counting on you.
I'm not one for waiting around, so if it's all the same to you, I'll join the dome crew.
You should accompany them, Graha. I expect your knowledge and experience will be useful. In the meantime, I intend to learn what I can about the gate, and will keep you apprised of my findings. Pray do the same.
Assuming communication is possible from inside the dome, we'll maintain contact and share any developments.
It seems our teams are assembled. A fine roster, I think.
Looks good to me. We'll find a way to deal with the threat. For the sake of Tural.
It's truly heartening to have you at our side for this. Thank you, everyone. Now, before we set off, there's one thing I need to do. The people are still shaken by the attack, and I'd like to reassure them as best I can.
Hi, Tony. Thank you for not puking on my desk. Anyway. To be honest, for future expansions, I kind of wish they'd give us Carl and a whole new crew while the rest of the Scions do with the other shit. I did mention during that cutscene that I was mildly annoyed that all the Scions were here, right? Here's my current opinion. You remember how I was mildly annoyed that none of the Scions had character developments back before the dome showed up? If you were here the whole time, you would. And Bryce, I was mildly annoyed about all the Scions being here before the dome showed up. Because despite being here, Alize and Alfino, and oh, I did say I felt like I was hoping that Kyle would get character development, didn't I? Was that the pathetic thing? That makes sense. But I was complaining that Alize and Alfino, despite being here, really were just kind of like postered. Were just kind of here. They weren't actually developing or like a part of the story. They were just like supporting cast that were here. And I was kind of hoping for less Scion inclusion in the future, because it didn't feel like there was really anywhere for the Scions to go as characters. So now that all the Scions have shown up, I'm a little annoyed. I'm not disastrously worried, but I am mildly annoyed. Wait, hang on, yeah. I struggle to believe I am from another reflection. Oh, does that mean my soul's thinner than native of the source? Surely not. I surely would have noticed. Wait, that's a good question. I'm indebted to Ojika for overseeing our operations in my absence. I will endeavor to make myself as useful as I can here. Remind me who Ojika is, because I don't remember where Gahatir was. Was that the clerk person at like the desk in Charlian? Another reflection encroaches upon our own, but how and why now? I know what I have to do now. Level 97. I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we swore to uphold have been shattered. They need to understand what's happened and how we intend to fix it. So, I want to call an assembly at the Winged Walk and assure them that all will be well. But as shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear your words. If you like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too. This is an important step in the city's recovery. Care to join us, Dekka? While you handle that, Anvil and I will see to provisions for the expedition. Thank you. I'll go ahead and have the Landsguard announce the address. People must first know that there's going to be one before they can decide whether or not they want to hear it. If you could see to their splendid quarter in Bayside Bevy, Alize and I will split the rest of the city between us. And yes, they man the desk of the annex. Yes, okay. I found myself looking at the wiki page yesterday, in fact. Neat. I didn't know they had a cousin. Sorry, wait. Just make sure there's nothing fun. But they may have already left Tyrell. Okay, I was wondering about that. Incredibly funny to have everyone show up except those two. The cousin is involved in the Eureka storyline? That's funny. Wait, was that the first time I was actually walking inside Sunperch? No. When I fought Galul Jaja, I think there was a little area inside Sunperch I was allowed to be inside. Still. Okay. I'm reeled back in. I'm still, I admit, mildly annoyed / perplexed about the sudden sci-fi change. But the fact that it's another reflection makes so much sense that it makes me feel stupid. That is in my opinion, that aspect of it, at the very least, the fact that it's another reflection makes a lot of sense and is a good part of the twist. I still obviously have a lot of questions, but that reveal is strong enough that it is leaving me curious as to where they'll go. To Leolof House, the enemy will happen to our store, homes, our farms, everything we work so hard to build. Lives, communities, and histories all reduced to ash by these merciless villains. I heard Val Worklamont is planning to address the people, but what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? Really? The Dawn servants have a plan already. They have lost so much, yet they're prepared to carry on. And standing around worrying about what's to come will change nothing. It would be a lie to say I'm hopeful to the future, but I will go hear what they intend to do. I've been holding back until you got here to say this, but Dawntrail feels like two post-6 backpatches blocks slammed together to make an expansion. I mean, yeah. When the Rite of Succession ended, I made those points of like, this feels like two halves of a story slapped together. Not slapped together, but it feels like it's two distinct halves. I still have complaints, but I'll get to that later. I still can't believe we were attacked. For mercy, my family was spared. I don't know what I would have done if they came to harm. I understand if Val Worklamont is going to make an address soon. I'll be there, of course. Please, leave me be. My father is gone. Leave me to mourn. Tekka, leave the woman to mourn. Galul Jaja is slain. And yet Val Worklamont and Val Kuana still fight for our nation. For us? Very well. If they would speak, the least I can do is listen. Cheerful? Checking everyone, right? This city's definitely seen bad days, but we can only spare so much time for mourning. Only by looking to the future can we overcome this crisis, and we'll all need to do our part. I'm no doubt they will share similar sentiments in the— What the fuck is wrong? Are you a robot? Damn! Damn! I'm glad you weren't next to the person mourning the death of her father. Fuck! Without having to tutorialize the game too. So here's my current opinion. Oh fuck, hang on. It's not safe here. Not anymore. I could try to leave Tyrell, but where else is there to go? You look the well-traveled sort. Please, I can't stay here, but I fear nowhere in Tural is beyond the enemy's reach. What if the lands across the salt? I know. Even if I ran, I know I'd regret it in the end. I love Tural. This is my home, and I know the Dawn Servants would give their lives to defend her. I will put my faith in them and listen to what they have to say. So here's my current opinion. I'm going to take my time getting to where I need to get to. Oh, okay, we got another block to do. So in Shadowbringers, there's kind of a similar concept. Or Shadowbringers is another expansion where you're traveling across all of Shadowbringers. You learn about the different cultures and everything, united under one theme/threat, which is oppressing all of them in similar but distinct ways. And you know, you learn about everyone, and then you bounce back and forth between them as you solve the threat, and that, you know, that's Shadowbringers. IMO, I'm relatively happy that Dawntrail does not follow the same rhythm. I'm happy we didn't come to Tural and there was immediately like a world-ending level threat that we had to ping back and forth like Shadowbringers did. I'm happy that we had the time to learn about Tural before the threat happened. Like, I'm happy that it's relatively separate. However, I think that as interested as I am about there being another reflection, that's buy-in because I like learning about the other reflections. That is because I was talking about how much I was interested in the Void and stuff. And while Zerulja and his meddling was obviously talked about before this patch, and I was waiting for him to go like full bastard mode, obviously. Him uniting with a sci-fi alternate dimension definitely is a shock to the system. And I can definitely see, just from this section, I've watched people play games and the game loses them for like a scene and then they never get back into the game after that. Like, I've seen that happen. I know, I mean, fuck, just even from making something and then watching somebody in the middle of like a short, like hour-long, half an hour like playtest, and then someone hits a snag, and because they hit that snag, the entire dynamic with the thing flips into an antagonistic one. Because I've seen that so much, strive very much to not fall into that trap. So while I try not to do that, because I want to be able to... I know that sometimes in the middle of a product there's going to be bad moments / bad scenes / bad gameplay / bad sections / whatever. And I also know that it's not as simple as something like... The first example that pops into my head is like Metal Gear Solid 2 has the fucking forced swimming escort scene and whatever. I don't know why... Well, Metal Gear Solid's been on my mind recently because I got the new collection and I'm excited to play through Metal Gear Solid 1 soon, but whatever. Like, I know that sometimes as part of creating a product there can be sections which are rough and don't work as well as you want them to, and then you need to fight through that in order to enjoy the product as a whole, because 80% of it can be good even if 20% of it is bad. And so my current attitude is very much one of, okay, this transition didn't quite work. I really like Reflections in Final Fantasy XIV. I really liked The Void. I mean, obviously the first was great. I have a little bit more faith in some initial investment in that because... I never turned the game down, I'm sorry. I have a little bit more faith in that because like this is more of a direct link to the previous expansion / game than the first half of Dawntrail was. And I'm willing to look past this rough link between the two sections. I still think it's a negative, but until I finish playing through the game and I see the whole of it, I'm not going to have an overwhelmingly negative opinion of this link. I still have concerns. I still have worries, but I'm much more willing to like kind of jump past this a little bit. On a grim unrelated note, I just noticed how similar Pile and Pyre are. Why? Was there any sort of fire recently that made you feel I'm sorry. I'll go on an Elix. Let me scan through all this. God, it's hard for me to remember what the Endwalker postgame even was. Oh yeah, it was The Void. Okay. I'm caught up on the conversation. Damn, that's a Bryce level glam. Sorry, what's up, buddy? Whatever it is, I don't have time. I have to finish repairing my cart. There's only so much I can carry on my back. When those hollow devils come again, I need to be ready. Val Wuklamad and Valquana mean well, but they're young and inexperienced. They can barely look after themselves. If we're to survive, I do not know if we can count on them. They're going to strike back at the enemy. So they've resolved to face this. Maybe it is too early to think of running. Alright, I'll go and hear their address. At the time, I thought it was weirder that everyone found the gate inside the cenote and then just walked away like it's time to go back to Tuliolo. That I was willing to forgive a little bit as like an inactive gate, and Galul Jaja specifically being like, I'll explain everything to you after the ceremony. Even though that was obviously like a, yes, don't worry, I will explain everything to you right after this beautiful story-driven event, which I will definitely live through. I need to stock up on food and medicine as much as I can. What else is there? I can't afford to miss anything. Sorry, sir, but I'm too busy. Too much to do in too little time. There's no telling when those stone men will return. I have to get out of here. Find somewhere safe. Val Wuklamad wants to speak to us. Perhaps she has a plan, then. I suppose there's no harm in hearing what she has to say. Oh, Jesus Christ. My family. Are they safe? Oh, boy. I thought that this was the family. Quite a pile there, huh? You look good. Busy. Right now it's tougher, but Juliol wants to come to this. I'm split, but I think excuse me, positive on the fact that there are residents who are doing okay. I can't leave now. What if those soldiers come back? And what are the strange machines looming overhead? God, I have so many questions. I see. It would put my mind at ease to learn something. Anything of the threat we face. Alright then, I'll go to the winged walk. Thank you. I feel better already, and likely better still once I hear what the Dawn Servants have to say. Like, in my head, I'm like, there's no time to go to Shaloni. Let's go investigate that fucking gate the whole city's been building up to. I mean, yeah, but to be fair to Galul Jaja, the only person who knew what it was, it's been inactive for 80 fucking years, and the key to open it was back inside the main city. Would have been pretty fucking funny if he bought it, though. It was just like, let's crack this sucker open! I like the sprinkles of optimism. I mean, it's... Besides the cheerful resident, who was very fucking weird with how optimistic they were. Oh, no. Yeah. I mean, this game is no stranger to... It probably would have been too hard of a turn if they went full Shadowbringers with it, you know? Or full Stormblood. The two expansions that were much more... Othello, are you Jesus? I'm so proud. It probably would have been too harsh a turn if they went full Shadowbringers / Stormblood with it. So, you know. Oh, that's funny. A few questions more like a blatant broadside of them. Took me back to my time with Galufa did. Charlene scholars, I swear. Incredibly funny. I'm laughing. Tony has decided that Alex is a very fine bed. It looks like you brought quite a few people. Thank you. Alize had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still out there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. If they do nothing but have everyone despair for an hour, it gets to the point where it's like, yeah, we get it. Can we move on and start fixing it? So tell me your opinions on Stormblood. My apologies for involving you all in Turali affairs. We are simply helping dear friends in need. Having traveled the lands of Tural, sharing in the rich cultures of your people, I can see it no other way. What's more, Zolja and his army pose a threat not only to Tural, but to the star as a whole. We will stand with you to protect what you hold dear. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks to a little encouragement from Dekka. I'm not shipping it, game. You needn't to worry about me either. Whatever weariness I feel is no match for my desire to protect my people. We will restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. And it begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. We need to see to a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. Their father raised them well. That he did. You two weren't even here. Ah, but that's fine. Your first impressions of them are good. That's good. Oh, fuck. I didn't have time to bring up the power rankings. Hang on. We have one more voice cutscene to go through. Oh, hey, Bakul. the more Bakul Jaja is here, the funnier it is that Valley Garmada definitely would have killed way more than 50 people. No, I will not drop that.
Lamachi, are you all right?
Yes, don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
Good line. Alright, fuck yeah, let's do this.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor, and for a moment we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zoralsha and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Dural's my home, and I'll do my part for it.
Is Bakul Jaja gonna come with us? Because that'd be funny.
Here, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
Okay. Well, I have my own problems with Bakul Jaja's character arc in this expansion. I really like that he's the one that is in the crowd yelling like, "Fuck yeah, let's go!"
We fight! We fight! We're Tuliolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliyola!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuliyola.
You are the beating heart of our nation, each and every one of you. Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuliyola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
Okay. No, I liked that. That was good. Now that I've gotten the shock of the sci-fi enemy weirdness and the mild concern / worry about Zul'Jah being whatever the fuck is going on with him. I'm remembering everything. Well, that's for later. I'm glad to see so many people came. I wasn't sure how many I'd won over, so I've decided to keep at it. People to all have come together in this fight. We must endeavor to not fail them. It was fine to see such diverse people rally. She did well. Thank you, Erinville. That's the nicest thing you've said about Woklamat so far. Listening to Woklamat and Kwana, I was reminded of my time in the First. While the Exarch was no king, I often found myself speaking before the people of the Crystarium in like manner, and through their deeds they answered me. The people of Tural, too, will rise to the occasion. This I can tell. Okay. Now feels like a good time to take our notes and wrap up for the night. Okay. So the good news is that there's not actually a lot of notes to take. This is incredibly quick. Because all that really happened can be summed up in like one blue note. come to me, my tablet. There we go. So we had the cowboy interlude. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I could probably fit it in just here, honestly. I'm gonna be honest, the main thing I'm kind of surprised about is the Landsguard, because Zoralja was commanding them. Zoralja was the leader of the Landsguard, and that hasn't really come into play at all in the story, which is just mildly surprising to me, but whatever. Alright, so all that really matters today is story point number 12. Now, what was the name of the city where the dome surrounded Ysolani? So let me actually zoom in a little. So just before we head to Ysolani. It is encompassed in a giant fuck-off dome. A carrier and support ships fly out and strike up. What the fuck? Hi, Almaz. What the fuck? Hi, Elix. Alex, you're subscribed to me now. Are you happy?
Wow! I'm subscribed! Hooray!
I appreciate it. This is a very funny / weird feeling. I would...
Thank you, Alexi.
Elix.
Wait, no.
Just Elix.
Maz gave me the...
Almaz was the one, yes. That's incredibly weird feeling. At the start of this stream, I had 2 subscribers. Now I have 11. Sick.
Nice.
I appreciate it.
So sweet.
That's fun. Think of all the people who can use... Think of all the random people who weren't actually ever in the stream, who now just have my face injected into their emote screen. Cool. Well, there you go. Do you like that emote? you gonna be okay?
I'm sorry, Tony. I didn't mean to scare you.
I don't think Tony's sad meow got caught by the microphone, but he was not entertained by Alex's laughing. I appreciate it, y'all. Let me. It's 11:30. It's a work night. I need to focus and finish my notes, but I appreciate it. So, let's see. Strange. Autonomous. Soldiers. Massacre the populace. Some absorb. It's so nice to be able to write with a pen. Something. Two orbs. From the corpses into cylindrical devices. Zoalja. Now in cyber armor. Challenges. Gulja. Oh fuck, I forgot. I need colors. Also it's Zarulja. I misspelled this, didn't I? Yeah, whoops. Okay. Fuck, did I? Oh fuck, I fucked it up everywhere. Zoalja, okay. Level 3 hype train. That's funny. That's weird. Hype chest? What is this? Rewards. I'm spit. Come on! Why? You're telling me of all the fucking hype emotes they could have given me? They gave me a fucking spinning emote? Motherfucker! Okay, how do you spell his name? Z-O-R-A-A-L. Wait, what? Did I misspell it in where I was looking at it before? Z-O-R-A-A-L. Z-O-R-A-A-L. Oh, I misspelled it down here. Oh, that's incredibly funny. I've been misspelling it. Have I been swapping? Oh, okay. So apparently, I guess one stream I just got really confused and misspelled his name the entire time, and nobody corrected me. Which fucking way is it spelled? Damn it, my pen. Hang on, I'm scrolling all the way up. I do not care. Z-O-R-A-A-L. So I just fucked it up for an entire stream. Damn it. Incredibly funny. At least it wasn't... Did I misspell Eorzea in my original notes? And nobody noticed until somebody pointed it out? No, I am not somebody. I actually got raided, I think, and somebody in that raid. I think it was either Scary or Spooky. I want to say it was Scary. But it was so long ago, I cannot remember for certain. But somebody pointed it out. Eorzea. Yeah, that's right. Shiv pointed it out. Oh, you're so right. Okay. Regardless, I hate my handwriting here, so I'm erasing all this and restarting no matter what. Zoralja. Oh, wait. Now, in cyber armor, challenges I need green. Oh, how convenient. Galul. Ja. To a duel. G. You know what? I can be good about this. Galul wins initially. But something or someone empowers Zoral who slays Galul. Also, Ketenram is there. And okay, I guess. He's definitely not Surreal Ja in disguise, obviously. Well, no, Surreal Ja got killed, probably. Son of a bitch. Damn it! Fuck! No, but we use the echo to see his memories, so it's definitely the real Ketenram. No, that doesn't make any sense. Otherwise, the echo wouldn't work. And if they think of that, then that's just, you know, whatever. These are all challenges. Wooklamot. Invade the dome. I like that you can see the natural curve that my writing has taken. Slay him.
Good night, Ogron.
Good night! And do you believe in Eorza? Eorza's unity is forged of type of... God damn it, no one allowed you to be this funny. We have a rule about this! Invade the dome, slay him, and prove herself a worthy successor. Ketenram. Nope, I'm not thinking about it. I'm not thinking about it. Lore dumps. The Golden City Gate is a portal to a reflection years ago, it activated. And Kyle's parents, I'm just assuming they're her parents, traveled through and gave her to Galoof. Okay, that feels... complete to me. That feels complete to me. Right, there is technically some quick things to note down here, which is Zekor's friends that were introduced right at the start of today, those being Kana and Lee Wine. Friends. There are the railroad people to note down. There's the Hitsuo we met. This happened in Shizwani Springs. So we have in Shizwani Springs the railroad, and here real quick we have just real fast, we have, what are their names? Zopia. We have Shenza. We have Walika. Oops, shit. I can do that better. And we have Nito Ikwe. These two are engineers. For the railroad. Nito Ikwe is a driver. Walawika is the station master. I can do that better. The station master. One last thing to note down. I do need to remind myself of how to actually spell this area in Shaktaral. Het? Soen. Okay. Where's the room actually? This should be fine. Me. Wa. Het? Soen. And here we have 2 more characters. We have, I shouldn't draw the lines until I finish writing them down. We have, oh. Hatu? Hato? And we have, oh, that's the wrong color. Hato and Shepetto. Hato is the leader. Shepetto is the son. And this is a Hetsaro tribe. I don't remember how to spell that, so I'm just going to... Fuck. How do you spell... Is it Hetsaro? Hetsaro. Yeah. Okay, definitely. And then, what the fuck is the Eorzean term? God, Grahatia, what are you? Ishola, what are you? The name of the species also has an apostrophe in it. Mikot, thank you. I was not gonna remember that. Okay, I think that's everything. I mean... Oh, fuck, I left my... I keep doing the thing where I accidentally leave my stencil on my tablet and it fucks my, me up. I believe that's everything. Note down the extra characters that we get. Write down that Jiralja has struck. And... we are ready. Next, we stream Final Fantasy XIV this Saturday, let's be honest with ourselves, 11 a.m. Pacific. We lied. We attack with all our might. Oh, I did actually write down that, fuck, hang on. Also, Ishtola and Gahatia. show up. Alright. We're done. We're done for realsies. I want to note about the counterattack here. I wonder if I can squeeze it in right here. It'll be a fucking battle. Wuck. Anvil. Graha. Alize. And then me, right? And that's the full party? That's everyone that's going to the dome? Warrior. Of light will... You know what? I'm committing. Hang on. We're just gonna make this nice, a little bit easier on me. Where did I just put my tablet? Pen. There it is. I'm a true artiste. I lost my tablet for a second. Army. Lance Guard. There we go. Now I can fit this in. So the Warrior of Light. Kyle, I forgot to write down Kyle. Kyle. Wuklamat. Aaronville. Alize. And Grahatia. That's the party. And Grahatia. Will explore the dome. Kawana. Alphino. Ashola. I guess Kettenram? Am I forgetting anybody? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was attacked by a giant school of thread.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Kyle, Wooklamont, Anvil, Elise. Oh, Ishola, I know is staying though, okay. Kawana, Alfino, Ishola, Ketanram. Yeah, I think that's everyone that's on the defense. Will defend the city. Okay, now we're done. Now for realsies. When we come back this Saturday, whenever I start streaming.
On the next episode of Will Does Final Fantasy.
Thank you. We go to the dome! To the dome, to the dome, to the dome, 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 to the dome, to the dome, to the dome, 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 to the dome, to the dome, to the dome, 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 to the dome, to the dome. Bye. Have a good night, everybody. I'm not waiting. Stream's just over. Later.